science nutritionist and maintainable weight loss coach, Trisha Mandis here, and this is Munchie Motivation, where you learn how to turn your favorite munchies into optimal eats. So you can satisfy those cravings that you have for really yummy food, but advance your health at the same exact time. Woo, that's what I love. That's what I'm all about right here. I love to eat and I love food to taste good and I like to be lean and strong and healthy at the same time, and I love teaching people to do the same thing. So tis the season right now. Tis the holiday season, and I have a lot of people in my free Facebook group, Nutrition Superstars, asking for optimal holiday cookies. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do today. You are going to learn how to make optimal chocolate chip cookies. They're super simple. They require very little ingredients. They don't take long to cook, but instead of using white flour and butter and white sugar, which has almost no nutritional value in it, definitely not health promoting foods, we're going to be using optimal ingredients instead. And one of my favorite things about these cookies is it's really hard to just keep eating them and eating them, right? That's normally a problem that we have with holiday food, cookies especially. It's like you gotta fight that urge to stop eating them, and you have to try and eat less and really work at it. These cookies fill you up very easily, so they're going to take care of that for you. It's going to be hard to eat more than 2 cookies at a time, and trust me, I love to eat. So tomorrow on Take Control Tuesdays, my Tuesday show, I'm going to be talking more about why not pushing the plate away and not trying to eat less is essential if you want to achieve a long-term lasting weight loss and increase your longevity, improve your health at the same time. So make sure you tune in for that tomorrow. So let me share with you the optimal ingredients we are using for these chocolate chip cookies. Again, no white flour, no white sugar, no butter, no oil going in these, but they're still going to taste really good because that is essential. Okay, so here are the ingredients we're using, and to get the exact recipe, just click the link below this video and you'll get all the measurements, a step-by-step guide of what you need to do. So the first ingredient we're using, oh my gosh, we are using chickpeas garbanzo beans. This is part of what is going to make this cookie filling and satiating. Chickpeas have more fiber than any other food, or just beans and legumes in general. They have about 6 grams on average of fiber per serving, which is what makes you feel full and satiated, which is what's going to make it hard to eat a lot of these cookies at one time. Okay? And they don't really taste like much, so the other ingredients we add to this is what's going to give it that flavor. Okay, so we're also using peanut butter. I don't get peanut butter that has added oil or added sugar. It's just ground up peanuts. Having salt in there is fine. So this is going to give the cookies that fatty flavor, and everybody loves peanut butter, right? And now we have vanilla extract that's going in there, going to add some flavor. We're using maple syrup. You can also use honey if you want as well. And we have baking powder, and then we wouldn't have chocolate chip cookies without our chocolate chips. So that's a very essential ingredient. And then you can add salt as well if your peanut butter isn't already salted, or you could add some really nice salt on top when you're done cooking them. So that's, if you add the salt, that's just 7 ingredients, and you probably have all of these already. That's really cool. The only other thing you're going to need is a food processor and then a baking sheet. I use a silicone mat, or you can use parchment paper, and you can see I use this one all the time. I've had this for years. This way I don't have to use oil or butter on the pan or anything like that. It won't stick, and then we skip those calories and the lack of nutrition that's in that as well. So if you don't have a food processor, you could get away with using a blender. Even like a $40 Ninja would probably work really well for this. So all you're going to do is you're going to put all these ingredients except the chocolate chip cookies into the food processor. So I'm going to do that now. And also, full transparency, I don't love to cook. I love to eat well, and I love to eat food that tastes really good, but I don't love to cook. So I like super easy stuff. And also, I haven't made these in over a year. You were watching me make these for the first time in over a year. So your experience is going to be very similar to this right now doing it. It's really easy. It's definitely really easy. All right. Got the maple syrup in there, using a spatula to help get everything out of our little dish. Same thing with the peanut butter. We do not want to lose any of these ingredients or measurements. Now I'm going to add the, oh my gosh, the vanilla extract. I forgot what it was called for a second. All right, so I didn't add the chocolate chips, okay? So I'm just going to pulse the food processor until this gets smooth and creamy. Probably going to have to stop once or twice, scrape the sides to make sure the garbanzo beans get really smooth. You want everything to mix together really well and be smooth. You don't want any like clumps or bumps with the garbanzo beans. That's it. So easy. So easy. Easy peasy. Chocolate chip cookies. Delicious. Filling. Good for you. Definitely going to take away those chocolate chip cookie cravings. But you're helping your health at the same time. So cool. You know? So cool. All right. I'm going to check on this. All right, let's check out this texture. Looking pretty smooth and creamy here. See this? Smooth, creamy, maybe a little bit longer. Also, no eggs in this. That is good. That is very good. I could eat this just like this and be a very happy woman. All right. I'm going to give it a little more. It kind of tastes like peanut butter fudge. I'm going to be honest. Kind of tastes like peanut butter fudge. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. All right, now I'm just going to add the chocolate chips. Now I'm only going to pulse this a little bit once I put the chocolate chips in because you don't want them to get so blended that you don't get that chunk of gooey chocolate awesomeness, right? So spread this in here just a little bit. Gonna just give this a few pulses and then they are ready to be molded into cookies. All right, that's it. Now we get to make our cookies. So I'm taking the blade out so I don't stick my hand in here and like cut myself. Not into that happening while we cook. So I also have a little dish of water here to wet my hands because sometimes making the cookies, they just like stick to your hands. So if you have like a tablespoon, that would be really good. And then you just take the batter out. I'm going to dip my hands in this water. And then you can flatten them into cookies or just make them little balls. The most important thing though is that they're the same shape and size. Boom. Ba-boom, boom. Okay? So you're just going to do that until you use all your batter. I already have the oven turned on to 350 and then they're just going to cook for 10 minutes. That's it. That's all you do. So I'm going to go do that and then I'll come back with the finished product. All right. I popped these babies out of the oven. It took about 13 minutes. I flipped them. You don't have to do that. Here's what they look like. Here's what our optimal chocolate chip cookies look like. Look at this. Look at this baby. So good. You can make them look smoother if you want. To me, I don't care that much, so I'm good with it. Yeah. You feel that chocolatey goodness in there? Look, it's all over my face. They're delicious. They're freaking delicious. They're really good. You're eating whole plant foods. They're very good. Now, you want them to like set overnight, sit in the fridge. They'll last about a week. You can even freeze them. That's definitely going to make it harder for you to eat them every day. But even if you do, definitely better than eating regular chocolate chip cookies. So now I want to hear from you because you are the reason I'm doing this I want to be here for you, share my optimal eating knowledge so you too can be healthier, live longer, and shed some pounds at the same time without compromising flavor in your food. That's what Munchie Motivation is all about. So I want to hear from you. Comment below. Tell me, would you make this munchie at home? Why or why not? And if you have any other insights, I would love to hear them. Please tell me all of the things. And if you like this video, please like it. Tell me. That is going to inspire me and help me to make even more. And also, please share this. If you think it would help anyone, if you think someone else would want to make this at home, please share this. I would very much appreciate that. It could help somebody too. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for Take Control Tuesdays. And thank you so much for watching Munchie Motivation, where you learn how to turn your favorite munchies into optimal eats so you can satisfy your cravings while getting healthier at the same time. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next Monday for another episode of Munchie Motivation.